Hello Noobs, this is your boy Draccul coming to you from Mubaka in 1837, doing their KvK number 5, doing Heroic Anthem one more time because their KvK 4, that was Heroic Anthem. Well, and just to answer that question, why are they doing Heroic Anthem? It's because they were trying to get the Strive of 8, and for some reason they couldn't get enough kingdoms to do it with, so they decided to do Heroic Anthem again. In my opinion, I prefer Heroic Anthem over Strive of 8 because the Strive of 8, I think you have 24 to 36 kingdoms in that, versus this one. Currently there's only 8. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 kingdoms in doing Heroic Anthem, which I think the max is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, either 12 or 16. I don't remember what the max is, but it's a lot less than the Strive of 8, that's for sure, because you deal with a lot of kingdoms in Strive of 8. And then that new one that took place of the old one, which hadn't came out. I forgot what the name of this is, but the third one, even more kingdoms, and then you have to struggle to. It's a whole big deal to teleport from one place to one place. Where it's already bad enough that that when you get into Lost Kingdom, right, you have to be on territory to teleport. You can do random teleports, then you can go anywhere. But like I could not go, if you didn't already know. Like I couldn't teleport next to this guy. I couldn't teleport right next to him. So that's the thing. I can only teleport on territory. Now the only good thing about doing Heroic Anthem and versus KvK 1, KvK 2, and KvK 3, in Heroic Anthem you have coalitions. And in coalitions, see the guys in orange, that's who our coalition are. So like if I wanted to teleport on their territory, right, I could. So let's see if it'll show. Nope, it hasn't showed it up yet. It's supposed to be. Oh, he might not even be in my coalition. So hold on, wait, who's my coalition? I thought these guys were my coalition, so let's see. Who's my coalition? So my coalition is, where is my coalition? My coalition name is GEO. So wherever there's EGO, so let's see if we can find another. So EGO, where's EGO at? VIR, EGO. I don't see EGO. Anyways, whoever it was EGO, that's the other kingdom, or I can get in. I can get into their. I can go onto their on their territory. Now, early this morning, I think at 10 UTC, which I was still asleep at that time, or just getting up. Where's it at? They got the Crusader camp, so I missed it. So we already got the Crusader camp. So that was early this morning. I think it was at 10 UTC or 9 UTC, and see right now it's 13. So yeah, I was eating breakfast and getting ready at probably at that time, or just barely waking up at that time. For me, because it's early in the morning. Because let's see, it's 13:26 and it's currently 8. So 8, 7, 6. So about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning for me. Okay, I'm still asleep. I'm not gonna get up that early in the morning just to do that. Because I went to sleep kind of late last night, anyways. But on my last video, when I introduced the Heroic Anthem, I went over some of the things I need to retract one of the things that I said about the map, because I said that these things right here. Remember this was covered with fog. Well, I finally uncovered it. This is the darkness of Altar. So it wasn't the ancient ruins. So this one that's uncovered, and then this one that's still covered in fog. Those are the altar of darkness. So when you go into the altar of darkness, you can only use one march. Now you're saying, well, okay, well that's the altar of darkness. Where's the ancient ruins? The ancient ruins is right here. So here's the ancient ruins. So that's the whole thing about. So you can send more than one march there if you wanted to. So like when I have to kill 3 dark stalkers, I will send 3 marches over here so I can make sure and attack one, right? So it's just like your barbs. You can attack one barb with 5 marches, and you'll get credit for each march that's attacking that. So same thing here. So when it comes time to do the 3 stalkers, I'm going to send 3 marches and attack one so I can get my 3, right? And then send the other 2 home, because to allow anybody else who hasn't gotten their 3 to get their 3. Because that's the whole point of doing the ancient ruins the first time. The first time you gotta get your 3 stalkers, right? And then stay in there to get your honor, of course. But which is going to be difficult to do when we get into the altar of darkness, because there might be fighting here, right? There might be the enemy might be coming in from this side, right? So we need to see who captures it, and then whoever ultimately captures it can stay here and get the honor or continue fighting, because there's times where neither opponent gets it, but there's fighting, and if nobody actually gets it, I think everybody gets honor. I'm not quite sure how that works. If it does, or if you do, if you don't, if nobody technically captures it. And what I mean by capture, that means it'll say here, where it says unopened, it'll say somebody's, or see where it says alliance, it'll have the alliance there. So I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, that will be coming up in the far distance. So let me go over here. There's some few bastions. If you can see Herman, Kira, there's Pelagius, and there's Barbs over here, and over here you can see there's Belisarius, and then up here you have KvK, Herman, and Barbs, and then you have this guy over here, this is Charles Martel, right? And then this one over here, who's this? This is Joan of Arc. So, like I said, let me go back. In order to see, there's Kusunoki, and then down here we have, no, that's a Crusader camp. Like here's this one, right? This is a bastion with Theodora in it. Now, I don't have Theodora. See, I have all these other ones. I don't have Kira. So now I could do the quest on Theodora, because there's rewards for how many quests you do, right? So I could do the quest, and I could reach all the way to level 6, right? But I wouldn't be able to get her skill. And they're just like, well, what are the skills for? What happens when you get the skills? Well, let me show you. Like, okay, so on that one, I could do the quest all the way to level 6, and each level has about 5 or 6 quests to them. So you don't do just, let me verify, when you do level 1, you do 5 quests, 5 to 10. I'm not quite sure exactly how many, but we'll say for right now it's 5. To tell you the truth, we should just go ahead and say for each level there's about 10 quests. So yeah, so it's not like you do one quest per level. You do like anywhere between 5 and 10 quests per each level. So you're doing, as you do the quest, you move up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because I was doing the Joan of Arc one, so I was doing this one. So so I need to defeat. Um, I need to defeat the barbarians, and by doing that, I earn 50 points, and I think it's 10 points per barbarian. So let's go ahead and do that. My marches came back. I was helping building flags, so let me go ahead and take out my marches. And make sure you are using peacekeepers, because they will help. So let me take out my other one. So I'll do that. I need another peacekeeper. Let's see who I can choose. I need one more. He's not a peacekeeper. Goshen is a peacekeeper, right? And then we'll do Lohar. I think my Lohar is, where's my Lohar? He's only 19. Here, we'll do her. She's a peacekeeper. And with her, we'll do crossbowsman. And we'll do this 42. And you'll see that these barbarians are tough. You couldn't, as a free to play, you know how if you do barb chaining, if you have any idea what I'm talking about when barb chaining, where you get one march with AOE, you'll hit this barb right here, and you'll bring it over to this barb, and you do 2 barbs with 1 bottle of AP, and you continue that process until you can't do it, and then you start all over again, right? That's barb chaining. As free to play, it's very, very difficult to barb chain with these barbs, because heroic anthem, it's a lot harder, right? So they just made it harder for everybody, and that's the reason why you need your crystals. And early this morning, while I was commuting, I was thinking, well, should I get the $5 50-day crystal supply? And I'm thinking, well, I could. Can't remember. I was thinking, well, I could not get it, and so I can show why heroic anthem, or because you'll hit heroic anthem or the Strive of 8 when you hit KvK 4, and you really need crystal technology to for one, to do your to increase your, not only to build your crystal research center and to build your crystal mine, but also you need crystals to increase your the research, because it'll say research. I need 49.8k crystals and I only have 42. That's why it's important for you to get this right here, because it comes in handy. I mean, really, that you have no idea how. I know you don't want to spend if you're free to play, and if you're a low spinner, you should go ahead and get this, including the 30 gem supply. It's just how previously KvK 1, KvK 2, and KvK 3, the 30-day gem supply comes in handy. Well, think of it as the same thing for the crystal supply. You're just going to need it. And so I was thinking, maybe I won't get it, so I can show how hard it is for a free-to-play player to do KvK 4, which will be your first time getting into Heroic Anthem, because more than likely that's the one you will do, because it gets harder. When you get into the Strive of 8, it gets harder because there's more kingdoms involved. If you can max out on the kingdom that are allowed to be on the same to use a strive of 8 at the same time. I think it's anywhere between 24 to 36 kingdoms. So when you have that many kingdoms, it gets even harder. I mean, you do need the crystals, the crystal mining, and the crystal research alliance research center. That too, but it gets, like I said, it gets harder, and the map is smaller. You have more zones to go to, but it gets harder. And then when you go to the third one that came out, that Chisco did this past time that he lost, it literally gets harder. So the easiest one out of all those three, the easiest one to do because it's not as hard, and there's not a lot of kingdoms that you fight for, because I think the max is 12 or 16 that can be in the heroic anthem at the same time. I would have to go back and check to make sure what's the maximum kingdoms can participate in the rise in heroic anthem at the same time, and I think it's 12 to 16. I dare to say 18, because if you double it, if you double the I don't know if it's just excuse me. I don't know if it's just 8 or 16. So it's anywhere between there, because I think it's 4 and 4. You can have 4 on each side, or 3 on each side. So that's 3, 6. That's 12. So you can do, it's either 8, 12, or 16. It's one of those. That's the maximum. I would like to think that 8 is the maximum, 2 for each, but I think it's 3 or 4 on each side. So on my you know what? Let me go ahead and pause, and I'll get on the internet. Well, you know what? Let me use my other phone, because I have another phone. So let me get on my other phone and let me find out. Let me see if I can find out. ROK Heroic Anthem. So let me see if I can find the answer. So let's see. It doesn't say the maximum number of kingdoms on this particular one. So the eve of the crusade is 9 days. The first step, Crusader camp is 1. Eye for an eye. The Crusader fortress is 2 days. Turf warfare is 2 days, which is the ruins. Tribulation is 1 day. Revenge is 2 days. Storm clouds is 2 days. Pilgrimage is 2 days. Strife of conflict is 2 days. Hand in hand is 2 days. Pushing forward is 1 day. Siege the land is 2 days. Access granted 1 day. Sacrificial offering is 1 day. Drums of war is 2 days. Hall of utility is 2 days. Domicile contender is 2 days. Clarity in hindsight is 2 days. Blink of annihilation is 2 days. Arrows knocked is 1 day. Wolves and lambs is 2. Siege is 2 days. Proven in battle is 2 days. Suppression is 2 days. In thy name is 3 days, and that's when zone 5, past 5 opens. The long road to glory, it doesn't say. And so rulers go home. It doesn't say how many days, how many can actually join. The maximum number of of kingdoms can. It does say one must contain at least 1 kingdom in order to balance. So I guess you could do 4 and 4 and 4. I guess you could do 4, but what's the maximum? It doesn't say. What's the maximum number of kingdoms that can participate? Let me try another I want to say 16 because that doubles everything. Let's see. Uh, let's see. The requirement. Oh, here's the requirement. Yeah, you must have City Hall 25, as I spoke, as I said on the last, It doesn't say, like I said, it doesn't say. I want to say you could do 4 on each, or 3. I don't know. It doesn't really say. Well, anyways, but anyways, I was talking about, it's hard to do this, and I was thinking, well, maybe I should not get the. Let me go back. So yeah, see, I completed it. So we click here, claim, and see, that's how I went from 3. I was in 2, now I'm 3. So donate normal leather. So you can do that. So it's not that hard. Boom. Training troops. So I'll go ahead and accept that. And so tonight, when my I could do it now, but I don't want to waste my speed up because I still have 12 hours, 10, 16, 16, 16. So I'll get these will be complete by reset. So won't use as many speed ups to finish these off, and then I'll just do siege one more time. I'll probably do like T1 siege just because the time is a lot shorter when I redo this. So I can complete that one. So that's that. Let's go back to here and the war. And so here I would have to here's day 1, and I just need to do 9 more from the courier station to complete this because I have all of these already. And then here the rewards, you do get crystals, and you get the ancient coins. Same thing here. The prices have not changed. The good thing, you get arrows of resistance, which I need on this account, and what I definitely need are the speed ups. So not only do I need I need everything really, but what's most important is to complete all the events to get your crystals reward, to get your reward, get crystals as a reward, and you get all these right here. So and speed ups, you're gonna need a lot of speed ups. So for day 2, today's day 2. Yeah, today's day 2. I need to help my lions. Let's see, what's the maximum number? 300 times. So hopefully within 5 days I can do that. So you really need to have a good. You should be in a very decent, decent alliance, because when you go from KvK 1 to KvK 2, you have like a lot of alliances, right? So when you get into KvK 3, you might get knocked down to a few, because when I did KvK 3, we only had 4 alliances that went into Lost Kingdom before any other alliance could actually go into Lost Kingdom. We had others that went into Lost Kingdom, but it was after level 4 pass open. So in KvK 3, we had two fighting alliances, and then 2 sub alliances that went after that. So the 4 were the only ones that were allowed to go into Lost Kingdom and build their fortress and build flags. So when that happened, because when you get into Zone 5, you're sharing Zone 5 with somebody else, and it could be an enemy and it could be an ally. So that's right next to you. So we were lucky enough that it was an ally. So there wasn't any fighting in Zone 5, which was kind of good. The only fighting that we did see some was in the ruins. So, and then once those 4 alliances built in Zone 5, any other alliance that was allowed to build in Zone 4 could at that time. And I think they only allow like 2 or 3 that to build. It wasn't that many. So yeah, so here when you come here, it's even harder because when you go into KvK 4, only about 2 to 3 alliances will be able to build. So if you have that configuration where you have 2 fighting alliances and 2 sub alliances, that's the most that can go into Zone 4 in KvK 4 or KvK 5, whichever one you do. It might even get even smaller once you go into like Strive of 8, because the map is a lot smaller. Your Zone 4 is a lot smaller, so you're limited. So you're gonna want to have a fighting alliance, which means that alliance all the fighters are in. So that should be your biggest one, really. And your most powerful one will be your fighting alliance, and then your other alliance is kind of like your sub alliance, or another fighting alliance, depending if you can fill 2 alliances with fighters, right? With players that are tended to fight, and you might have one that's a sub alliance to get everybody else, to get the lower power players that do fight, but they do mostly the flag building. They do all the other stuff that's needed. They do fight, but they're not hardcore fighters like your fighting alliance, But anyways, so I gotta help my allies 300 times. So I gotta kill barbarians, and I gotta kill. How many do I gotta kill? I gotta kill 150, and I've only done 11. So we will do that right now. And then I gotta use a lot of speed ups. I gotta use how many speed ups do I have to use? I have to use 2,000 minutes of speed ups. Well, that kind of sucks. So now that I'm here and I got all my marches, we'll just continue doing that. So let me go ahead and let me do a boost, and let me do this 24-hour attack boost. So I will need that. It helps. I think I went and got a rune. Which rune did I get? I went and got a rune. I got troop attack +7 and troop defense +7, so that kind of helps. I need that. So we will continue to do this. Let me show you the rewards that I have received. Where's it at? Oh. So for the first occupation of Crusader camp, these are the rewards. I got 20,000 coalition honor points, and I got camp honor points 20,000. I got 1 gold key, 200 gems, 1 tutorial teleport, and I got 25 5-minute speed ups. And then I had another one, same thing. So I don't know if this was I did 2, so I collected 2, so it's the same thing. So let me go ahead and delete these because I don't need these. I don't want it to fill up. So let me delete all these real quick. I know this is boring. So let's move over. So I think I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and get the crystal supply. Let me show you the crystal. The 50-day crystal supply, I could afford it. I just need to wait a few more days to actually buy it, because right now I'm out of pocket. But I'm definitely gonna purchase the 30-day gem supply, because I always get that when I'm active on this account. Since I'm gonna be recording this account, I might as well go ahead and get it. So hopefully I will be able to increase my commanders and get gold heads and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get the premium season crystal supply, because I want to show you how hard it is for free-to-play players to literally play Heroic Anthem, and I want y'all to see how far I get without that. So that means I need to grind for crystals. So I gotta do everything just to get crystals, right? So, which I mean, you're grinding anyways. But you really need to do so for the crystals. So you're playing this game for the crystals. So you're going to be a crystal whore. So that's what you need to be, versus anything else. So if you're struggling and you're still building your troops and stuff like that, and you're still building your buildings because you need to, and you're still doing your research. See how quickly my marches are turning yellow. I'm literally these barbarians are harder when you're free to play, especially when your commanders like my Minamoto. If you're free to play, you're not even gonna have Minamoto. You're not gonna have Minamoto because that's what you get when you have to buy it through your VIP. So if you're free to play, that's one commander you're not gonna have. And he's peacekeepers, and you use your peacekeepers to fight barbarians. Don't do forts except Lohar. Don't do forts with your Lohar. He's not good. You use Khan. I mean Cow. So let me go back to my peacekeepers. I bought Mina. So I have Mina. I'm using Ethelfled, and look, she's maxed out, but she's not 50, and I don't even have a complete set of equipment on her. And then he doesn't even have a helmet, and he needs one. So for free to play, you're not gonna have Mina unless you spent that $1 just to expertise him. I mean, just to get him. But you would need to have spent $5 more because the next VIP that has him for his heads, you pay $5, and then you need the second, which is VIP number 3 or number 4, which has another $1, which has another $5 for it. So oh wow, look, I still need to get him. So I'll spend that one. See, I got that one. So you'll get 10 hits here, right? And then you'll get 10 hits here, and see, I could get this one, and I'll get 20, and then if I get this one, I'll get 40. You shouldn't do this one. So if I were to want to put more heads on my Mina, I would get this one because you get one for 99 cents. This is the one that you'll get for 99 cents. So this is when you get was it VIP 1? Is this VIP 1? When you go from 0 to 1, you'll get this, and you can spend the 99 cents to get him if you choose. But most free-to-play players, they're not going. I mean, they may or may not spend the $1. But if you're going to do that, you might as well go ahead and do VIP 2 to get 10, because that's $4.99, and here's another $4.99, right? And then you'll do when you get to level 4, you'll spend $4.99, and then when you get to level 5, you get $4.99, and then when you get to level 6, you shouldn't do it no more. So if you're gonna spend, unless you're a low spinner, you could do this one, and then you can end right there because the next one is 19, and you'll get 100 heads. You don't need to do that. So if I were you, I would just go ahead and stop at the 9 and just leave it at that. Because these two will give you all the heads you need, right? And then it goes into the rest. This will pay for the rest of the heads. So with here, if you stop here, you should be 553 or 554, something like that. So which is kind of good. You don't want to spend any more on Mia because by the time that you get to by the time that you get to KvK 3, which is dark, which is light versus dark, your Mia is obsolete. If you have him, you're just gonna use him for Barbs and Barb Force. You do see him on the field because you have your whales that bought him all the way to the $100 one and maxed him out. So I mean, like I said, that's the only time you see him on the field because it's a whale. They spent money. They spent up to $100 just to max them out. But that's the only time you see them on the field. If you're free to play, you're not even going to have them at all. So I would not even buy him, because by KvK3 his value loses it. I mean, like I said, the only thing you're going to use them for is for barbs and forts, really. So let's continue. Hopefully none of mine die. Well, if they do, that's okay. But anyways, let's go back to commanders. So Ethelfled, you get him through the expedition shop, right? So that's how you get her heads. So, and I have her maxed out. I just need stars. So let me go ahead and just put these stars on there. If you manage to get Mulan, you get Mulan through to Goki. She is a Peacekeeper, so you should be using her. If you should be using KvK, I don't like KvKs, but I need to at least get him to 50. I'm going to try to get him to level 50. You get him through Gokis as well. So, and I have him at, if anything, you should have the first level maxed out all the time. And so when I first got this account, because I started this account like maybe a week or two after I did my main account, which is Chewbacca. This is when I started this one in 1852, and the only reason I did it because I was bored and I wanted to try something different as far as how to do things. So, and that didn't turn out very well. So, and like I said, this account, when I did KvK, was it KvK 1 or KvK 2? When I did KvK 2, I think it was, no, I'll take that plaque. When I did KvK 1, I got zeroed. Yeah, when I did KvK 1, I think I got zeroed. And then I went to 1717, and I managed to build myself up out of the ashes. And the reason I hated being in 1852 because I was in a sub alliance, and most sub alliances are builder up alliances. Like, they're your lower power people who want to fight, are still learning the game, but they don't have the power as the main alliance, right? Because you merge, and all the big players that were in your alliance went to the merging alliance because they were better. The high power people went over there, right? So that's how sub alliances were working at the time. When I'm talking about like over a year ago, when I had played the game, sub alliances are now more like it's still lower power people, but they're active and they do just fine. They just don't do as well as your fighting alliance, like your big four, your big three, or your big two alliances, right? If you manage to be one of those alliances in the early stages, you will still be there. And I've been in some kingdoms, because I've been in quite a few kingdoms. In some kingdoms, they will tell you, hey, you need to go to the sub alliance because we're filling up the main alliance with high power people. So that happened when I was in 2015 with one of my accounts, one of my lower accounts. I really didn't want to go there. I'm sorry, I'm eating a bagel. So what they did, because they were still migrating a lot of people. And just to let you know, don't go to 2015. They're doing some crazy stuff over there, from what I understand. So I don't think their leadership has any clue what to do or how to run a kingdom. So, anyways, So don't go to 2015. Yes, and I said 2015. Do not migrate to 2015. They're doing some stupid stuff over there. And then that's just through hearsay, because I had a friend that was over there, and the stuff that she was telling me. So do not go to 2015. They have no idea what they're doing over there. And if you do go there, you'll probably get into some issues, because leadership over there is just doing some stupid stuff. So yeah, and they're not even following through their rules that they have implemented over there. I mean, it's just so confusing over there. They have, like I said, they have no idea what they're doing. But anyways, they were doing some crazy stuff, and they were still migrating people, high power people. So if you were in a good alliance, that's a fighting alliance that they were going to use for KvK. And if you're a lower power person, when I say lower power, you're under 30 million power. If you were under 30 million power, you were asked to go to a sub alliance, and then to allow these higher power players to be in your alliance. So, like I said, I understand the concept, and at that time, I think that account was only 15, so it didn't really matter. And I was only there just because a friend of mine wanted me to be there. And I did not want to take any of my major accounts that I was playing with at the time, which was my main Chewbacca or this one, because I didn't want to take those accounts to a kingdom that I was going to be stuck in, especially if I did not like that kingdom's leadership or what they were doing, because I hate to say it, but sometimes when you're under 30 million power, you kind of get screwed over, because the bigger alliances, the bigger power players get all the glory. It just means you have to grind harder and play a little bit better and play a little smarter to get up there. And if you make some mistakes, you just need to fix them as best as you can. That's why I created this YouTube account, because I like Chisco. I like his advice. I watch his videos. I enjoy them. Draccul, same thing. I like his videos. What are the ones? Shinsky 42. I like his videos too. I've seen one or two Red Lines. I've seen Bye Bye, who was in 1870, or was it 2170? He's currently was in my KvK, because he's in 2170, and 70 is our ally for 2173's KvK 2. So and I do watch some of his. I do watch Legendary Ronnie. I've caught one or two of his, maybe three. I don't watch him, but he was like, they say he's the godfather of putting content out there, which is good. I mean, he's a good player. I have nothing against him, but I just don't watch his YouTube channel. Like I said, I think I've only watched like maybe three of his. I do like Gecko. So I do watch Gecko every now and then too, some of his content, but the one that I watch the most is Chisco, because I like his videos. It's entertaining, and he has good opinion on commanders and how to play. And if you're starting a new content, a new event, he breaks it down for you. So I usually like to watch his videos on new events, or see how an event is played. That's literally how I learn, besides actually doing it myself and talking to my teammates, to my alliance members, to get their opinion too, and just figure it out on my own. But at least I have background, right? So, but I think Chisco and Draccul and all those guys, they're whales, right? They pay. I don't pay. I'm considered I would be considered a low spender or a free to play, because the only thing I do buy is that crystal supply, which is $9. I mean, that's all I do. I spend $9. So a real low spender. So but you're gonna use, like I said, you're gonna use your peacekeepers, and if you manage to get Doshian, you're gonna use her. She's peacekeeping. You're gonna use Belisarius. He's peacekeeping. You're gonna use your Lohar. He's peacekeeping, and if you manage to get Boudica, she's peacekeeping. Those are all your peacekeepers. You're not gonna use. I mean, you could use your markswoman. She's peacekeeping. So, and that's all you're gonna use out of your elite. I think no, these are not the elite. These are the advanced commanders, right? So, if you just started out, you should go ahead and put XP experience, those experience books into markswoman, so you can have a peacekeeper. So you should be using her if you're free to play. I never used her because when I was starting out, I would use Kusunoki and Mia all the time. That's who I was using, believe it or not. So yeah, your blue ones, you're not going to use any of these. These are your farmers. You might be using her, Timon, in the very early beginning, but by the time you get more of these, once you have more of these epics, you're not going to be using her. If you use her, she'll be secondary, and it's real easy to max her out. Same thing for markswoman. You should have her maxed out. Like I have 179 heads of her, and those are literally her heads. So if I wanted to put books in her, if I get her all the way to level 30, I might be able to max her out, but I'm not going to do that. Same thing for these other ones, because I have, like, let's see how many heads do I have. I still have 149. See, and I already maxed them out. Let's see how many do I have of him. I have 194, and I have 308. Yeah, I think I can max them out. I just need to put experience points in him to get him to at least level 30 to max him out. Yeah. So do that. So let me recall my troops so we can do more. Let me heal my troops. So like I said, you want to use your peacekeepers for your barbs. Let's see how many helps I get. So let me clear that out. So that's what's being said. Now let me just go back. That's not where I'm going. Let me go back here. Let's go to the Chronicles. So we completed the first step, right? And we completed the eye for the eye. So should be getting that sometime tomorrow because we still have a day and 7 hours. So sometime tomorrow I'll get this reward. The next reward is this one, and this is your own Crusader fortress. So that's when we start building, and that's where I turn in all those heads. And you'll see that if you don't already know, when you complete the Chronicles, when you complete the turf wars, your camp controlled its own Crusader fortress at the end of this chapter. So this is when you have to donate res to rebuild your fortress. And then after that's done, you get to turn in all your unused heads. So that's another reason why I haven't done that. So that's the reason why I have all these heads over here. So that's the reason why I have all these heads from these guys. I have all his heads because I have 310 there. I have, let's see, I have 14 there. I need to actually use hers. So I need like 6 more of her to use. I have, let's see how many I have. I have 304 of him, which I don't need. Let's see, I have 234 of hers that I don't need because she's already maxed out. She's already expertise. And then I have 290 of her that I don't need. If I had all the blue and all my green expertise, and then whatever heads I have, I can literally use. So yeah, it's crazy. And then my Boudica, let's see how many heads. So wow, look, I have 200. I have 213 epic heads. So I actually literally need to put. Let me go ahead and get my Boudica where she needs to be. So let's go ahead and do that. Because actually Boudica is very, very good. I did not realize this until maybe 3 months ago how good Boudica really is. So yeah, she's awesome. So if you manage to get Boudica, you need to use her. You need to max her out. So let's get her as much as we can. So I got her to there. Let's go ahead and upgrade her because she is awesome. Just put some more heads on her. So, and here's the last one. Yay. So now I have her 5/5, and this is the reason. She does direct damage factor if you max out the first skill, 600. Attack reduction, 25. Rage reduction, 10. So she reduces the rage of your opponent. She reduces the attack of your opponent by 25%. That's just the first skill. Okay, so let's look at the second skill. When she's in a group and she's led by this commander, she does 25% damage to barbarians. So this is why she's good. So she does 25% more damage to barbarians, which this is great when you do that. And then here's this is her passive skill, her Celtic Blood. She rage restore, that's 50, and then healing factor by 400. So this is awesome. And then when you manage to max out her fourth skill, this is what you get. You get a bonus damage of 5% at the beginning, and it goes up to 50. And bonus damage, a 3% chance you'll get 100, and then bonus damage, it's a 2% chance which you get 150. So basically, when troops led by this commander have a chance to increase their damage on their next turn, for each attack, a 5% chance to increase by 10, or you get a 3% chance to increase by 20, or you get a 2% chance to increase by 30. So hopefully you'll get that one. That's pretty good. And then her expertise skill deals direct damage to target, damage factor 600, reduces its rage by 100, and reduces the attack by their attack by 20% for 2 seconds. With expertise, direct damage direct factor 1000. So when you expertise her and you get the skill, you get damage factor 1000, which is not bad, right? So Boudica is very, very good. So I'm glad I did that. Let's go ahead and put points here. This is what you need for Boudica. So let's keep doing this. And we'll do here. And I just need to put 3 here and put 2 more here. So that's pretty good. So I got my Boudica where I need her to be. Now that I have that, I'll just put 1 more point here, and then I'm gonna make my way to rejuvenate. That's what you should have. Once you have her here and here, right? Any of the other points, you could go ahead and get defense of all troops, and then attack all troops, and do defense all troops, and that's all you should do on integration on the integration tree, or put it all over here and just fill up your skill tree. So I'm just saying, you more than likely. Oh, let me go back. You probably would want to just put it into where's she at? Boudica. You probably would just want to put everything in her skill tree. So you'll put everything in her skill tree. You want to go to rejuvenate, and then you probably would want to go all the way to clarity. And if you have anything, go to defense all troops here and do attack all troops. And if you manage to have some points, you could do laying power, one there, and then we'll do a naked rage. You might want to go here. So you do want to fill this up. The best trees that I get where I get my trees really is I go look at Draccul first. I'm on his Discord. I go to see what he has, what trees he has, and then I go back to the videos with Chisco to see what he has and see what the difference is, and then I just choose. So, but if you're gonna do peacekeeping, you wanna get all the way to trophy hunter, and you wanna go all the way to thoroughbreds. Definitely want to do rejuvenate. So that's what you would have on her, and like I said, just fill up with the other points in the skill tree. But that's what I would do. And I have her right where I need her, so she's in a good spot. So let's continue doing Barbs. So I will bring out. Let me bring out my Belisarius. Bring out my Ethelfled. Bring out my Mina. We'll do him, right? And then we'll do actually we need to do Joan of Arc. That's what we need to do. So we'll use Joan of Arc on my Mina. Where's my Joan of Arc? Do Joan of Arc, right? And then we'll do Boudica. So let's get my Boudica. And we'll do Richard on my Boudica. And we'll do her that, and then we'll get my Lohar, and he'll be my infantry. And Lohar is purple. We'll do Lohar. Okay, maybe we should do her, and we'll do and she'll do that. That will be our infantry there. We'll just continue doing these. We'll just continue doing these for the rest of the day. What else can we talk about? That's about it. We just gotta wait for this to show up, right? Which is get our rewards and then do this so that we can get the goal hits, not show that, and that will be in past glory. So we'll see that. So I'm going to continue to make an effort to do as much of these barbs that I need to do. So far I've only done 26. So like I said, it's going to be a hard thing to do, and I got to do 150 of that, and I got to do building speed ups. Oh my gosh. So let's look at my buildings. See, all these are level 25. Well, I could go do those. Okay, so when you get up to this high, you only need one that's 25, but eventually you only need to do them all. Let's see, he's 24, he's 25. You want these to be 25. When you get up there, you want all these to be 25. You would do your castle needs to be 25 as well. You need castle 25 before you can upgrade your academy. So let's see, he's already there. Let's see, do I need to do this one? Yeah. I don't have a gold mine that's 25, so that's what we need to do. We need to need a gold mine 25, and I need 2,000. What? And you're saying, why are you laughing? Why do you need 2,000? Well, let me show you. Let me see this. I need a blueprint, and it's 2,000 gems. Yeah, and you can get it. You can get it at the shop. So if you go to the shop, he's right here. Blueprints. So yeah, I won't be able to do that one because I don't have 2,000. So we'll continue doing barbs, and maybe I can get enough gold gems through killing barbs to do that. So that way I can complete. So I can complete this. So I can use my my building speed ups, right? Because it says right here, you need to use a total. You need whatever which one to complete this, but you need worth of speed ups on building. Okay, and I can't build anything because I don't have 2,000 gems to get a master blueprint. Great. I guess I could do this one. Let's see. How many do I need? That's 13. And that's 13,000. So I would need to to purchase the rest of that. I need 4,250 books of the covenant. So yeah. So just to throw it out there, if you're new to the game and you're at the beginning stages, you need to do forts as much as you can so you can get your books of the covenant. That's how you get your books of the covenant. And let me show you another way to get your books of the covenant. So when you do, where's it at? Gifts. See, you'll get books of covenant, right? But you also get books of the covenant here. So yeah. So yeah. So I won't be able to do that one unless I get 2,000 points, and then I can use my building speed ups. So let's go up here and let's continue doing barbs, and hopefully I'll get 2,000 worth of gems on speed ups. And well, I could farm because gem nodes over here are the three level 3 gem nodes. So level 3 gem nodes have 30 gems in it. So yeah. And if I fight 5 of them, 5 times 3 is 150. So let's go ahead and kill barbs. So we'll do this one. And I have plenty of, as you can see, I have plenty of action points for this. So I'll probably use all of this 646 and save the rest. That's what I usually do. So yeah. Let's go here. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I got to kill barbs for the rest of the day. I'll probably jump around to my other accounts because I have like 2 days left. 2 days left of KvK 2 and with 2173. So I'll be over there soon. I was over there earlier today when I was commuting. I was doing all those accounts because I knew I was going to spend the majority of my time here. And I needed to do a recording. That's all I have. So yeah. All right, noobs. I hope this was beneficial for you. We'll do some more recording, offer some tips, and see how it goes. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. And do like I always say, do the best you can with what you have. Later. Hello, noobs. I forgot to do one more thing. I managed to get 2 kahars. You get kahars when you finish your quest. So when you I think when you complete a level, like if you complete level 1, you'll get a kahar and you go to level 2. So I had 2. I just did 1, and I just thought about it when I was just like, you know what? I didn't showcase this. So this is your kahar, and these are the rewards that you can get. So let me get out the troops. If you don't want to use 2 to 3 marches to do this. I think when I did it in 1757, the first time I did KvK 4, which was Heroic Anthem, they said you need 3 marches. You'll need 3 marches in the beginning. You can probably get away with doing 2 marches later on once you build up your research for your troops, so they get a little bit more powerful. So here we go. Oops. Here we go. I did the first one with my Belisarius, and I forgot who else, and I used infantry instead of cans, so that march died. And I was like, why did I die? It's like, oh yeah, I did infantry instead. I don't know why, because it when you know when you choose troops, the game chooses the troops for you, and even though you have and the commander. So I just went ahead and did it because I just want to go ahead and get it done. But he should not die. You can see my Edward and my Ramses march there. I wish they were level 60. I wish my Ramses was level 60. Man, he's a badass. And Edward's, it's pretty good too. So you'll see the first animation, that's Ramses, and then that's Edward. So that's pretty cool. And look at my Belisarius is already yellow. And look, my Ramses already got yellow. My Mia's doing strong. I think I should have started with Mia. But anyways, but it's almost dead. It's in the red. It has a little bit more to go, so they'll survive. They won't die on me. So let's it's almost done. And so afterwards, after it dies, there'll be a chest that you need to collect, right? And there it is. So let's go ahead and send these in, and we'll let my Mina collect this. And it takes about 10 seconds. And we'll take a look at what I received. And this is what I get. I get 30,000 crystals. I get 5 of the 5,000 level 4 tomes. And what else did I get? And then I got 1 of the 112,500 stone, and I got research speed ups. Yay, I got 1 of those, and I got arrows of resistance. Here was the first one that I did. So it's roughly the same. I got the same thing. No, actually I got healing speed ups there, and then I got equipment chest. What did I get on here? I got arrows of resistance. I got research speed ups. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to show you that because I forgot to show you. And here's the first time I did it. Here's my Belisarius. I don't know why I did infantry instead of calves, but anyways, yeah. So just want to let you know, and you want to do those. If you don't want to save them for the next time, because once KvK is over with, those will be deleted as well. So you want to use them as you get them. You might want to, like, if you get like 6 or 7 at the beginning, you don't want to do all 6. I mean, but just make sure you use them before KvK is over with. All right, that's pretty much it. So I thought I'd show you that. My apologies for not having it on the first recording. I'll just add this to it. Anyways, y'all enjoy your day, and like I said, do the best you can with